This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue 18 of Build Your Own R2-D2 from Fanhome. This issue is the final one of this month's deliveries, so there may be a little wait between this and the next one, but they've been coming along quite quickly, and I've got lots of other part works filling in, so hopefully there's still lots of content for you to watch on the channel. Let's have a look through the magazine and see what we're going to be doing. Talking about, it's got to be, it doesn't look much like Yoda, but that's got to be Yoda, isn't it? Sort of combine a leprechaun and a troll and a gnome. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, I'd go with that. So yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely Yoda there. But you can see it's what we got here. Kenny Baker's own boots below became an integral part of the R2-D2 costume. Cool. So they bolted his boots into the legs. Fair enough. Stuart Freeborn, longest serving movie makeup artists. Stuart Freeborn worked on more than 70 films in 60 years. Cool. He died in 2013 at the age of 98. TT8LY7, I don't know, that's the eye thing that comes out the front in Jedi. Cool. I didn't know it had a, well, obviously it had a name, because everything in Star Wars has got a name and a backstory and an action figure, and yes. But, cool. Y7. They just called him Y7, did they? Cool. I like that. Multi-legged explorers. Clone War. They were in the Clone War, was it? One of these. TT8L Y7. Droids. Was that the same? Is that 8L Y7? Oh. Yeah, 8L Y. It must be one droid series that they did. They haven't got individual names for some reason, but there we go. Legged robot design, actual real world legged robots now and things that walk, and yeah, it's very scary. Hope we be nice to them and don't push them over too much, because they just want to come and take us over, don't they? Yeah. Wheeled robots as well, obviously, because sometimes wheels are good, as are flying, but that's... right, the head frame and microphone this time. We've got two more dome frames to add on, and so the microphone to assemble but not to install as yet. So let's have a look at extending the head frame. Now, while I'm preparing for this, I must apologise again if you can still hear noises from outside. There's some building work going on down the road, and it's warm, so I've got my window open. So there is some background noise that you can probably hear. I don't know. I haven't listened back to previous episodes to see if you can or not. If you can't, then don't worry about me, and I'm just murmuring and muttering about things that you can't even hear. But yes, if you can hear, I apologise. Right, so we've got these two. I have prepared some screws and bolts for them. These are adding in exactly the same way as previous. It looks like we're just working our way around this way. So that one should fit there. It does. It does indeed. So as ever, we'll put one nut and we'll prepare one screw to go in the other side. Finger over the nut. There's locating pins to hold it in the right place, so it shouldn't wobble around too much. Get that in. That's not the screw hole that I'm aiming for there. I'm aiming for the plug hole, which isn't going to be much help. The screw hole is next to it, just there. So that's that one in there. As I mentioned previously, actually this is not going in. Where's my nut gone? My nut slipped off and didn't actually fit over the hole. Let's push that back in and try again. As I mentioned previously, there's been some slight alignment issues with these fitting onto the casing. So I'm not worrying about tightening down all of these screws and nuts too much. I'm tightening them down enough to hold them in place. But I think once the entire framework is built, probably this time next month, then I shall be going back round and say loosening, adjusting, trying to get it as good a fit and as smooth a fit as possible. Although this is, of course, only the inner framework. There is the full metal jacket to go over the outside, so it doesn't actually make too much difference if this isn't quite right. But I'd like to make it quite right, because, you know, it all fitting together properly is going to be helpful down the line. If I can pick this screw up properly and put it in that hole. There we go. So that one in there, and then there's only one more to do. And then we can go and do something slightly more interesting. Well, there's nothing boring about these. They're a necessary evil. And it is building up to be quite a nice framework. It's just unfortunate that the arrangement of parts and months and weeks coincide to mean basically 4 weeks of doing much the same things. So, yeah, that's that. I shall put this on its stand, because it will stand up on its own now, because it's, you know, 2/3 of the way around. I have noticed that there is an arrow on here and also an arrow on here, which line up with each other, which is always nice when you get a little bit of things lining up. I do notice there's arrows on there that don't line up with it, but they line up with each other, so that's okay. I'm sure that's fine. So I shall put that off to one side on the stand, and we'll progress to mounting the microphone. So we've got some parts. I found the correct screws, because they're the short black ones. That's all you need to worry about. It's just size and colour, not an actual measurement or anything like that, or labelling them with anything. So yeah, we'll not mention that anymore. That's fine. Right, so we have a microphone which we're going to be fitting. I've undone the twist of wire. I am plugging the end with the plug through that end of here, and then threading the entire thing along, so the microphone will sit. Does it sit inside there? It does. So these wires should actually be coming out the back rather than the side. That fits on the top there rather than inside it, so that goes into there. That's all cool. Then we're fitting the clear lens over the top, which has got a tiny hole in the end of it, which is all you need for the microphone. That fits in there. It doesn't matter which way around it goes by the looks of it. Push it all the way down the mounting tube. Yeah, I've done that. Then we're getting this piece and fitting that over there. That does matter which way around, because you've obviously got the 2 holes and the 2 screw holes to line up. So as long as you can visualize those like that, it looks like that's the right way around. 2 screws to go in there, 1 in each hole. So these are self-tapping screws, so they're going in the plastic, and they are also countersunk. So once they're in there in the right place, as I can show you in a moment, once I've figured out how to actually use a screwdriver. Come on. I just thought I was having a good month this month, but it seems that I'm not. Yes, so that will go down there and sit flush, so when that goes against anything, there's no screw sticking out the back like that one is, because I haven't tightened it up yet. So when that's back in there, tightened up, that will also be flush. So that will be ready to be fitted onto the framework at some point. So that's that completed assembly. Microphone assembly ready to fit onto the dome. So that's that. That's the end of the magazine. As ever, there's no next week or anything on the back there. It's just the same picture. So that was issue 18. So more dome and some microphone. I shall put all of this away for another month until I get another delivery. It will be about a week and a half or 2 weeks until you get to see this, but hopefully you're enjoying my other content on the channel as well. I thank you again to Fanhome for supplying me with the kit, because otherwise I wouldn't be building it. So that's that. That was issue 18. I shall see you soon for the next 4. But say, peruse the channel, find something else you might want to watch in the meantime. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.